What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Young Phillip, and I'm back with another video for y'all today. And before we get started with today's video, make sure y'all click the like button down below, give it a thumbs up, and make sure y'all click the subscribe button, but make sure y'all click the bell so y'all can be notified and don't miss any of my videos. Today's video is top 10 Heathcliff episodes. So, without further ado, let's begin. Number 10, Claws. In this episode of Heathcliff, we're learning that there are no more fish in the store because of a shark's been chasing away all the tuna. Heathcliff makes it his mission to fix that problem by bringing his friends Hector, Wordsworth, and Mungo into the mix, and this plan works very well. He managed to get rid of the shark that's been chasing all the tuna away, and he don't have to eat no cat crunchies. Number 9, Soapbox Derby. In this episode, after both Heathcliff and Spike's owner race each other and it ends in a tie, they challenge each other. If Heathcliff wins, Spike have to bring him his newspaper and slipper for a month, and if Spike win, Heathcliff have to scratch Spike's back anytime Spike won. Wanting a little bit of piece of the action for themselves, Heathcliff's friends Mungo, Wordsworth, and Hector get themselves involved. They first took every bit of part of Spike's house and turned it into a car of their own. And also they tried to sabotage Heathcliff's ride with disastrous results. And Heathcliff still managed to win the race. So, worst plan to mankind, but I still like this episode. Number 8, the gang's all here. This episode is about when Heathcliff was getting into so much mischief to the point that a police officer gives him one more chance to be a good cat by not throwing him to jail and make sure he don't terrorize the neighborhood and etc. Then a group of cats was trying to recruit Heathcliff, but they changed their mind when they seen him dressed up as a little baby and decided to take over Heathcliff's neighborhood. And then everybody started making complaints, and the officer that made Heathcliff give up being bad ended up releasing him from his promise just to get rid of those cats. After Heathcliff complete this job, he managed to go back to his old ways. Number 7, Young Cat with a Horn. In this bonus episode of Heathcliff, but with Riff Raff, sick and tired of not having any fish, Riff Raff and the gang go visit Professor Blix, and Hector ends up stealing the horn for his own selfish needs. And things end with terrible results, but manage to get things back in order before returning the horn back to Professor Blix. Perfect episode of Heathcliff, even though Riff Raff was in this episode only. Number 6, Debutante Ball. In this episode, Riff Raff's girlfriend Cleo was upset that her childhood friend Muffy was having a high-class party, and she claimed that she wasn't invited, but she was invited, which was revealed later on in the episode. Riff Raff ends up bringing his friends Mungo, Wordsworth, and Hector along, but they also have to dress up. Things did go a little haywire, but not with Riff Raff. He managed to not get caught up in the madness. The only people that were caught was Hector, Mungo, and Wordsworth. But she did get her payback by taunting Muffy at the end of the episode. Number 5, the Great Tuna Caper. In this episode of Heathcliff, his owners make him go get a job because they're so sick and tired of having to give him tuna almost on a daily basis because he won't eat his cat food. He ends up getting a job as a tuna fleet. And he also had to deal with pirates and a crazy mutt that's on the pirate ship. But he managed to get back the fish in the end and still collect his money. Number 4, a piece of the rock. In this episode, Heathcliff finds out that his father is being transferred to a different prison, and he tries to save him. but was too late when he was already being released. Heathcliff has to deal with being in jail while his father dealt with being out there in the real world. Stating that he doesn't enjoy it, he ends up jaywalking across the street and managed to go back to prison. And Heathcliff is free. Number 3, Kitten Smitten. When a small kitten is lost, the small kitten hangs around with Heathcliff pretty much the entire episode, and the mother attempted to get her kitten back after spotting him while Heathcliff was trying to save him, but things get crazier in a matter of seconds. But whenever she does track Heathcliff down, she calls him a kidnapper, and all Heathcliff was trying to tell her was that he was trying to look out for him and also save him and bring him back to her, but she wasn't hearing it. But the kitten ended up going back to Heathcliff before the episode could end. Number 2, the cat fodder. This episode is somewhat based on The Godfather, but in this episode, Heathcliff is doing work for the cat fodder, and everyone is afraid of the cat fodder, then afraid of Heathcliff, including his friends, who are also afraid of the cat fodder and now Heathcliff. And he has to put a plan together to get his reputation back in order by getting rid of the cat fodder and his henchmen. Before I get to my top 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. House of the Future, Cat's Angels, Who's Got the Chocolate, Heathcliff's Double, and Officer in the Alley Cat. Coming in at number 1, Cat Food for Thought. In this episode, Heathcliff wants to be part of a cat food commercial, but his owner Iggy says no, but changes his mind after Heathcliff roughed him up. Then we got auditions. Heathcliff sabotages certain cats that were trying to be part of the commercial. He ended up eating on the Brand X cat food. At first, he wasn't announced to be the winner, and then the director had to change his mind and make Heathcliff the winner anyway. They made a different cat be part of the perfect cat food, and Heathcliff the Brand X cat food. And he even sabotaged the commercial and got a full lifetime supply Brand X cat food. I would like to say thank y'all for tuning in to today's video. If you haven't seen these episodes I'm talking about, please search these Heathcliff episodes up. And I would like to say thank y'all for tuning in to today's video. Again, make sure y'all click the like button down below. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure y'all click that subscribe button, but make sure y'all click that bell so y'all can be notified and don't miss any of my videos. Don't forget to add me on social media at YoungPhilip_00. That's Instagram, Snapchat, Ryan361005, and TikTok at YoungPhilip00. With that being said, I am out.